Hey, what's happening, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. How we doing today out there in YouTube land? I hope your day is going well. I'm going to talk about risk mitigation for a second, but first, I think I had a good sign. There was a rusty old nail parked about 3 feet in front of my front tire when I was getting ready to take off, and I only happened to notice it out of the corner of my eye and I went, hey, what the hell is that? And I walked over and it was a nail sitting on the road in front of my house. And I was like, well, between that and then my work credentials being stuck, and I'm not a cop, it's like a key card for the garage, you know? But having that stuff on the bike already, I was like, well, that's 2 good signs I should be out on 2 wheels today, which means I'm probably gonna get pulled over or a camera ticket or something. But seriously, I'm tired. And any parent of a small kid, or in my case 2 small children, can probably relate. They want to sleep in your bed. They don't want to go to bed on time. You got other things like editing video to do after they go to bed. So you end up getting less sleep than you ought to. And I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, it is so nice out and I am so tired. What can I do to speed up the wake up process? Well, I don't know, but I drank some coffee and I got out on my bike, and the crisp air, what is it, like 60 degrees? 66 degrees, which is not all that brisk, but it feels cooler. I'm only wearing a t-shirt under this awesome Joe Rocket jacket. It's gonna be like 80 degrees later, and I'm gonna keep the sun off me, which is awesome, and I won't overly sweat, which is even better, because then I won't get extra fatigued on my way home from work. Because, you know, I'm already gonna be like putting in the brain power at the office and, you know, that sort of thing. But that drives me to talk about risk mitigation, because motorcycling is all about risk versus reward. It is a way to get from A to B with just way more pleasure than all these people around me can experience. And obviously people that aren't into motorcycling aren't gonna get it, and the people that drive like the fast cars, they're gonna be like, well, you know, I get the same enjoyment out of my M3. And I'm going, yeah, okay, but you don't have the wind in your face. You don't have the elements on you when it's raining or if it's cold out. You've got air conditioning and heat. Nice Corvette. I hope you saw that. I saw that. We're recording here. We're still testing the factory reset on the GoPro, but we're out here enjoying this beautiful spring day. Spring has sprung, and with it the pollen. And I'll get back to risk mitigation in a minute, but the pollen is so high. I rode home yesterday. I got home and I had little crusties in my eyes. Hey, what's up? Nice. Get in the wave. You wave to non-Harleys if you're a Harley rider, or do you wave to Harleys if you're a non-Harley rider? Did I say that right? I don't know. Do you wave to scooters and 3-wheelers at all? I wave to everybody. It's just kind of, what does it hurt? But back on risk mitigation. Oh, that sounded high. We need coffee. Green light. Whee! Caught me flat-footed, green light. You know what it's time for, baby. Yep, we're recording. We've got cruise control set. All right, risk mitigation. Do not do what I do at home. I am a trained professional. But seriously, don't ride silly. Don't ride drunk. Risk mitigation is very important when you're riding a motorcycle, and it's all dependent upon your level of risk acceptance. I happen to have a pretty low risk acceptance, so I don't generally corner hard, and I ride unfamiliar roads slowly, and I am going to touch the handlebars. The wind's sort of blowing me that way, but I don't like taking the extra risk. I used to wear t-shirt and shorts, and I've gone over that on the channel before, but nowadays it's what you see. This is all the time, and my ugly mug I don't care as much about, so I wear a half helmet. Plus it's like part of my personality now. So I don't accept a ton of risk. And I know there's guys out there that wear full leathers every ride, and they corner hard, they do the weight offsetting and the this and the that and the super counter steering, and I do counter steering. I understand all of the theories behind it and even the practice of most of the motorcycle skills that you need on a daily basis. But I don't accept a ton of risk, so I don't ride after drinking. I don't ride, you know, too late at night generally. And I don't ride generally when I'm too tired, but you guys are keeping me awake. Thank you. Goodness gracious. I crack me up. Hey, Blue Bike and Doyle said that recently. Go check out his channel. That guy cracks me up. He's just hilarious. And he had all the Walking Dead sets in his videos. Like, he would ride around and show you the Walking Dead sets. And as a huge fan of television, it was awesome to see that stuff. He did a great job of showing us where they filmed one of my favorite TV shows. So yeah, that's risk mitigation, folks. You know, we got to do it. But the reward is so high from motorcycling because you get to experience all that nature has to offer, including the sun. Boop! Ah! Countermeasures have been deployed. But if you get it right, there's nothing better than motorcycling, right? And I'm gonna let you in, dude. I am just having a great day today, and I don't want to screw that up. So while I am tired, I have taken the other mitigation techniques: cold water and coffee. Cold water on the face, coffee down the gullet. I know it's a poor substitute for 8 hours of sleep, but I ain't getting that these days. It's just not happening, folks. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. I can't seem to get 8 hours, and when I do, I wake up feeling more tired than when I went to bed. Riddle me that, Batman. How does that work? I'm no biologist, though, so I don't really get it. Oh my goodness. You know, commuting on a bike it takes so much stress out of the ride. Well, out of the trip. It's a ride no matter where you're going on a bike, but it is a trip when you go somewhere. And I have chosen to take my motorcycle today. And I looked at the Google Maps, and they're pretty accurate for my area, and they say, don't go the other way, John. And I'm not going to go this way either, because I rode it down there yesterday and the damn road was closed. Well, it's not this road, it's not that road, it's the one at the light. We'll get there eventually. You know, just like my YouTube channel, I eventually get to the point. And the whole point of this video was to talk risk mitigation. And you know what? I'm going to give you some 2-year updates on my gear, because I only wear so much of it. But I got my Harley boots there. You might not be able to see, but they're a little scuffed on the old toes because I lay on the ground with them to check my air pressures. But they are super comfortable. They broke in quickly. The Harley boots are great. They're vented, so if you have any kind of leg protection in the winter, your feet don't get too cold, because I got the soft lowers I put on, so my feet don't get too cold in the winter time. But during the summertime, they don't get too hot, and that's even more important. Next up, my Buffalo jeans riding pants. Yeah, they're not actually riding pants. Don't wear jeans when you ride. Wear riding pants. That's on my list of to buy this year, riding pants. But I also got this Joe Rocket jacket a couple of years ago, and I gotta say, it's like not wearing anything at all. I hear that the bigger sizes are only available in black because it's slimming, but this one obviously is like high vis almost, right? It's got black and green and white and reflective stuff all over it, and I absolutely love this jacket, because on a day like yesterday when it was 86 degrees riding home, I got home and there was barely a sweat mark on me, and I sat in traffic for like an hour. It was phenomenal. And it just breathes, and it's got armor. So that's my 2-year update on the Joe Rocket. And then this helmet. I have a long oval shaped head, which means that helmets do not fit me, except this one and the Bell I had before it, which they apparently stopped making. So I really do enjoy wearing this helmet. I wore it for 5.5 hours straight one time, and that was the only time I ever had any kind of hot spot. So good job, whoever made the helmet for Harley Davidson. You knocked it out of the park with that one. And then the gloves. I'm always wearing gloves, right? Well, I wear Harley gloves during the summer, and I wear, I don't know, whatever the hell, they're not Gerbings, they're first gear heated gloves in the winter, and I've got a pair of Olympias I wear during the spring and fall when it's chillier days. So these gloves are lasting. This is a 1-year review on these. The last pair lasted like a year. They started fraying at the ends, and I really did like the route here, so we're going to take this one again. But these gloves are lasting a year plus and no issues yet. Too easy, Drill Sergeant, too easy. Ah, goodness, I am in such a good mood. This is wonderful. It is way less breezy than yesterday. Hey, any golfers in the crowd? There's a golf course over here. Anybody else golf? I used to golf. I don't golf as much. I actually recorded the last time I went golfing. I shot the round of my life, which was like a 114 or something, or 108. I don't know. It was pretty close to double par, I think. And I recorded it back when I only had the Hero 8, just as a fun exercise. I had just gotten the smart remote, and then I had the camera with me and the Jaws mount. I mounted it on the golf cart different places and recorded all my shots. I edited it. It's like 12.5 minutes, but I never did any sound design or anything on it. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below and I'll post it. That's my thank you today for all my end watchers. I love that term. Sorry, Kraken Eric. I'm stealing it. My end watchers. That guy, well, he krakens me up. Oh my goodness gracious sakes alive. We're coming up on the highway, so I'm going to let you guys go there. I think I rambled on long enough, but this was fun. We should do this more often. Have your people call my people, and we'll do this next time. So I'm going to leave a video and playlist on screen now, and I'm going to get on the highway, and you don't want to hear that wind noise. So bye. Oh, goodness gracious.